All right, Shalom. Before I begin, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha Kodash. I would like to say double honors to my teachers, the apostles, bishops, and also the elders of Great Millstone, the men whom I've learned this truth from. And I would like to say Shalom and salutations to the brothers of the hopeful elect that are out there preaching His word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Shaquat from the branch of Great Millstone, Montreal, back with another lesson. And this lesson that I'll be getting into today will be inspired based off a video that I ran across. And the platform of this channel pretty much, and it's called Black Balloon. That's his channel handle. And pretty much he goes into or he exposes and goes into the wickedness of pretty much the left-handed side of things, right? Whether it's dealing with these music, the musicians, entertainers, and sometimes he touches on political things, but for the most part, really focusing on the left-handed wickedness, dealing with the music industry and entertainers, right? And one of the videos that he did was on IShowSpeed, which was an entertainer. And pretty much, I'm gonna play the clip, but to summarize what happened in this video, IShowSpeed, which is an entertainer, right, a streamer, he pretty much gets invited to a house, and it looks like a setup, right? It looks like he got set up, but the house that he came to had a diviner, right? A woman that was into spirituality, a witch. Simple as that, a witch, an old lady that was a witch, right? And what she wanted to do basically was do a ritual on the stream while this guy was live, right? And this is what inspired the lesson, because that left hand, right, there's power to it, but guess what? The right hand is stronger, right? And the left hand is where you don't want to be. The left hand is where you do not want to be. You want to be on the right hand side of things with the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. And you also understand that the Lord controls the left side of things too. But you don't want to deal with the left-handed side of things, because there's a lot of sacrificing you have to do, a lot of things that will basically be detrimental. The price is too much. It's a constant price, and we can see that with today's music industry, right? A lot of rappers are bugged out. A lot of rappers put to death, and a lot of those deaths are actually rituals, right? So enough talking. I'm gonna play the clip and then get into the precepts.
When you have too much access, this is the kind of stuff you end up experiencing. Gonna see my before.
Chat.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you? I'm Zoe.
Hey, Zoe. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. We are going to give you a blessing on this store.
That's what I need. Chat.
Do you mind taking your shoes off?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Mama Donna.
Hey, little mama.
I'm not a handshaker. Bring it in, baby. You've been having a day.
I
Good day.
have, yes.
Welcome. Now is the time to have a little woosah.
Yes.
Just relax a little bit with me, and you're going to get a chakra reading.
Yes.
A balancing and a blessing. So you continue on this important journey. You're doing big things. You're doing big things, right?
I am.
So let's get in alignment and send you off in a good way.
Let's do it.
All right?
Let's go.
Are sitting here.
She's not a handshaker. She's not a hugger. This whole video was weird. When I was watching it, it was weird. It was off, man. It looked off. It felt off, right? You're hugging a stranger, holding hands with him. Like, why you holding hands? You know, like that's a weird. To me, it's off, there's a reason why it's off. Because this woman is wicked. She's a witch, right? She deals with left-handed energy. You know, chakra reading. That's why the apostles often tell us to stay away from women that are into that stuff. You know, to the horoscopes. Women that wear that nose ring, you know, because they're off, man. They're not right, you know.
Right here. Uh-oh. All right, so Speed.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
How you doing?
You can see the look on this guy's face, you know. He looks, he knows it's suspicious, you know. He looks at her like, yo, what the fuck, you know.
Uh-oh. All right. So.
Look at it, you know. Look at his face, man. He knows something is up. He knows this girl is weird, man. This woman's weird. This woman's off.
Oh. Speed.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
How you doing?
Going absolutely beautiful.
Right on, right on. So, I am a Reiki master, end of life doula, intuitive, and we're going to get your chakras balanced. So, this is a special reading that I do where all you need to do, well, the first thing is just be open.
She's a witch. She's not whatever she says she is. To sum it down, she's a witch. So I can for pausing.
Be open.
I know we got a lot of people out there, peace, out there watching in this journey, and I know the messages that are going to be coming through for you are universal, right? How do we stay calm? You're doing something really special and different.
Yes.
Hasn't been done before,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You have a beautiful platform. You have a lot of people looking at you.
Spot on.
Absolutely. I'm going to admit that I did not know who you were.
It's okay.
Yeah, it is even better, but I love from the little bit that I saw, because I try not to look too much, I love how you spread joy.
Thank you.
And that is something that's very, very important
Yes.
in the world that's going on today with
Yes.
the wars, the politics, and everything, that you're out here spreading joy.
Yeah.
You have a mission probably bigger than you know. As you grow and mature, you will know even more.
Yes.
So what I like to do, and I want you to get comfortable here. We're at the beautiful home of my dear friend Amanda, who's another amazing healer. She was wonderful enough to let us use her space here so we can get this done quickly. So here, I have a few things.
Not a healer, she's a witch. You can tell like she's stalling, you know, she's trying to make him comfortable. Like,
I work with crystals, and I work with a particular type of crystal, which is this one called the Andara. Actually, I'm going to give you a little one to hold. They come for very few regions of the world.
Alright, so I'm gonna skip a little bit because just talking. This skip to the end here. You know, he makes an
He
escape.
doesn't look scary.
Talk to me.
You don't look scary, but nah, you kind of do.
Yeah, she does look scary. She looks off, man. She looks, so like something's wrong with her, you know. But whatever. Let's skip it. He makes
I
an
need this
exit.
thing for my string. Hold on, I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. God damn, I left it out there. Yo, Harry.
Yeah, hey, let me see.
Harry, come here. Harry, come here. Harry, come here. Come here, Harry. I think I forgot my shit. It's at the... Hold on.
What did you forget?
Where my shit at?
What? What are you looking for?
Hold on. Mute.
What?
Yeah, he said to mute, cut the audio, and he leaves.
Well, we have to get back to this later. I got.
Right, you know? But yeah, going to show you that this the left hand side is real, right? And people draw power from the left-handed spirits, right? But once again, you know, that power that they draw has an expiration on it, right? It's not eternal. All right. And I also wanted to get this, something that the brother, the head of our camp, the brother Napash always goes into or always mentions, but he mentions how Jay-Z, right, on his 444 album, the song is Family Feud, mentioned that spiritual shit really works, right? As you can see here, it says, I told my wife the spiritual shit really work, you know, and they know that, right? That's how they get their energy, so to speak, their power, right? Because there's a lot of witches that pray over their songs, their music. There's a lot of rituals that they do behind the scenes to sustain or to keep the level of fame and fortune that they have, right? Because they're drawing it from the left-hand side, but they constantly have to keep doing these things to keep up with their wealth and their fame, right? But it runs out. You know, so let's go from there to the book of Exodus 7 and verse 8. It says, And Yahweh spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, When Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, Show a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, Take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh, and they did so as Yahweh had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. And Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments, right? And there's levels to the sorcerers, magicians, right? And enchanters. There's levels to them. Some are greater in power, some are lesser in power, right? And this was something that was going on in Egypt back then, and it's also going on in Egypt today, the new Egypt, because that's where America is, right? America, because that's where that video that we just saw was filmed, I believe, right? Because ISOSpeed is American, right? But it's the same thing. Same thing. Nothing is new under the sun, right? Verse 12, For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods, and he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh has said, right? So the magicians, sorcerers, wise men, and enchanters, right? They could do the same thing. They could transform a rod into a serpent, just like how Aaron was able to do it by the commandment of the Heavenly Father. But guess what? What ended up happening? Aaron's serpent basically swallowed up the other serpents of the wise men. You know, and obviously the wise men and enchanters would be drawing power from the left-handed side of things, right? But then Aaron was what? And Moses were dealing with the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, you know? So that goes to show you that the right hand is stronger and more powerful than the left hand side of things. So you want to be drawing your power and your strength from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His Son, Yahushua, not from idols, not from spirits or diviners, you know, not from healers. No, man. You want to deal with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because that's the source of every power. You know, and that's the righteous and right hand side of power, you know. So let's go from there to the book of 1 Samuel 28 and verse 3. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented him and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And Saul put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem. And Saul gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa. And when Saul saw that the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul inquired of Yahweh, Yahweh answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. Right. So at this point, at this stage of Saul's life, Yahweh had already cast him out. So the Lord wasn't dealing with him no more. The Lord wasn't answering him. The Lord left him. Right? Verse 7, Then said Saul unto his servants, Seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, Behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor. Right? And this also goes to show you that the Lord completely left him, right? And he's trying to seek the Lord, but he's seeking for answers, or he's seeking for an answer from the Lord, and then since the Lord is not answering him, he went to seek for an answer on the left-hand side from a demon, basically, because that's what the woman with the familiar spirit would do, right? They receive visions as well, right? But remember, Saul had put away those people because it was a law to not have wizards and warlocks around. But he's not righteous anymore. The spirit left him, right? Verse 28. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment and went, and 2 men with him. And they came to the woman by night and said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee. All right, so he went to a diviner. All right, yeah, so that'll pretty much sum up the lesson. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect out there. I want to close off this lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. And I would like to say shalom and salutations to the elect that's out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Until next time, shalom.